Hello, my friends. We're back. Yes, Fatal 4-Way is happening. Now, this is going out on Friday. But as you can see, your video you're going to be watching today is in getting ready to go. So it's uploading at the moment, then it's going to process, and it will be done. Are you ready for Fatal 4-Way? We're in November. We're going to be doing 3 shows from now on each. So each episode of this and Ring of Fire will do 3 episodes. That includes the end of the month review and everything else. So yeah, let's get this show on the road. So Sid Scala comes out. So tonight I have a great offer for you. I have a backstage pass for £10. Yes, I know they're £5 at the merchandise stand, but mine's a better offer. Forgot to write that. Okay, don't boo. I'm trying to make a profit. How about this ring? 200 quid. So yeah, he's trying to sell the wrestling ring now. You need to stop before Jimmy and JJ will get very angry. You don't care, but tonight I'm going to kick your ass. So let's get this show started. So I got 23E, not too bad. No worker improvements, but Sid Scala and Ricky Knight Jr. And we've got, I forgot to change this. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, we've got 96 people. I'm going to make a loss this month because that arena is too big for what we're doing. Oops, I just skipped over the match. Oh dear. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what match. We'll have a look at the end to see what they got. But then there's a video plays hyping Tom Falcon versus Furio. And that gets a 20E minus in a bit of a decent extra crowd. But Tail Wrestling Furio defeat Tom Falcon by pinfall after using a foreign object. So he grabs the chair or something from the crowd. Tom Falcon always gains. The match got the crowd hotter. Furio had a ring performance 2016. Falcon 22. The Dojo Stars storyline has advanced with this segment. Awesome. And then I get a rating of 0. As long as I have played this game, I have never seen a rating of 0. I'm shit. The next match is a big one. Tonight I made a decision that's going to help us to the future. Tonight, Sammy Smooth and Aston Smith. I will be fighting for the Falling Star Limitless Championship. So let's get ready to rumble! Yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in there. And he gets a 23-8 in about a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Ashley Smith defeats Sammy Smooth in 1440 by pinfall after using a foreign object. Ashley Smith is our limitless champion. Smooth 23, Ashton 21. No worker improvements. I'm hoping this improves Ashton. Because I know in previous saves he hasn't improved very much. And he, you know, so we're hoping that will improve him. And then we get our video plays hyping Star, Dawkins, Duggan, and Windsor. And that gives us 20 minus. In about a decent match, the crowd was subpar wrestling. Danny Duggan defeated Jonathan Windsor, Tom Dawkins, and Jimmy Star in 1941. When Danny Duggan defeated Windsor by pinfall, Duggan wins the Falling Star Championship. So Tom Dawkins versus game. Star's getting by his gimmick. The belt drag in the middle, not phone being noticeable. Windsor 22, Duggan 26, Dawkins 23, Star 23, and the storyline advances segment. No worker skills to improve on. And then the end angle gets a 19E minus. And that's when Tom Dawkins runs in, beating down Danny Duggan to the mat. And we end the show with a 21E minus. So yes, I will be giving it to Danny Duggan. I will be giving it to Tom Dawkins. And I'll be giving it to Jimmy Star. They had the best ratings in that match. I will... Complimented on a good performance, complimented on a good performance, complimented on a good performance, make speech. Jimmy Star's very happy with speech. So yeah, we'll see you back at the main title screen, see if we made a loss, which we did. And because I know for a fact, because of the arena we used. And then yeah, we'll discuss some other things we're going to be doing with these series going forth. So I'll see you at the main title screen. Hello, and welcome back. We're at the main title screen. So yeah, Kenny Omega is in Dragon Gate. As he has been for a while. I think Dragon Gate is overpowered in this game, personally. Oh, there is a progress shot. Very nice if you noticed. I am eating custard creams, just be aware. I like my custard creams. 3001 last night for Impact. So Park, Lashley and Everett defeated Drake, Adonis and Seidel. It's an interesting main event. I'll have you say. Sanjay Dutt defeated Marche Rocker. Loki defeated Wilcox. Lee, Congo, Kong and Kingston defeated Savage. KM and Mayweather. DJ defeated Jesse Goddard. And the Wolves defeated Garza Jr. and Laredo Kid, which is an interesting tag team if you haven't been watching Impact lately, go and give it a go, because Impact's actually been getting good lately. The Slammiversary blew me out of this world. It was a lot better than what I was expecting. See, they're getting 426 people and they've got Rob Van Dam fighting for them. Looking forward to that. I think it's RVD taking on Lionheart, Fear and Loathing, which will be good. So we get a E minus. Not a bad card, actually. I really do feel bad because I think Ricky Knight and these two matches should have got more hype, because the main event sucked. Compared to these two matches, our main event sucked ass. Given that the company's so small, it wasn't too bad, and we are only got £1,000, which is not too bad. As I stand, are estimated. So we are meant to get 2,000 for merchandise this month, which is not too bad. So I was going to see how we're doing with size. We've dropped, I think. I think we've dropped track progress in popularity. Yeah, because we were 11 for 2 months and now we've gone to 10. So yeah, we're going to be scheduling our next show. So our next show is going to be Thursday, week 1 of December. It's going to be... Got to remember I'm doing Ring of Falling Star and not Ring of Fire, which I've had to restart, as you'll find out soon. You'll know that before. So we're going to do No More Child's Play. Okay, that's going to be our next show. And we are going to be doing a first in the company. I am going to be... talent trades. I don't think this is going to work. 400, 400 Icarus. See, I would bring in Cobalt, but they won't have it. Right. And they won't take anyone from our roster, I don't think. We'll just try and give them to you people. Yeah, so it won't work. So I was going to do that, but it's not going to work. So we're going to do a bit more fun. I am going to be editing a match, which I know is a bit cheaty, but I want to, because in this game, a 4-way ladder match is the Prestige's average. So I click create match. It does this. All I'm going to do is I'm going to change that to at least very high. But, you know, the Prestige for a ladder match is quite big. And that will just be, I'm just going to put 4-way ladder match 2. There we go. Everything else can stay the same. Okay. So then what you need to do is edit your defaults. And save. That should then come into the list if you click save. I'm just going to bite my custard cream. Sorry if you can hear me eating this. So yeah, then what you need to do is you got a 4-way ladder match 2. And then we're going to be doing the same event what we did last time. And that is going to count as Jimmy Starr's rematch. So it'll be Danny Duggan, Mr. Dawkins, Jimmy Starr, Jonathan Windsor. I'm not going to be doing as many matches this time around on the card. I don't think that's wise. But we will be doing the same matches as always. Ashton Smith, who is our now Limitless champion, will be taking on Ricky Knight Jr. for that bout. Furio and so Sid Scala and Tom Dawkins are going to fight. Not Tom Dawkins, Tom Falcon, I mean, sorry. So yeah, that's going to be one of the matches at the night, and we're also going to have Furio taking on Sammy Smooth, obviously. So that's the match card for the next show. Hopefully I will not book the wrong arena this time, so we don't lose money on the arena cost, and I book the right arena. So let's do our usual, any ring push, and let's have a look and see how their popularities get on. So Ashton Smith is now an 18E minus, and he was in a 17F plus, so he's gone up a bit. So he should be in upper mid card, I think. Danny Duggan. Now Danny Duggan's just won the championship, and and I hope that sparked his popularity. He's an 18 in minus, and he was a 17, so yes, he has sparked his popularity. He's been getting the better in-ring ratings out of most of the roster. That's why I've decided as a main event he deserves the belt, because he's been pushing, you know, his body to the limit, and he's been getting better ratings. He was in 7, he's now a 13. That's a good jump for Furio. And because our company's mostly based on popularity, the better popularity these wrestlers have, the better our show's going to be. So Jimmy Star stayed the same as an 18 minus. Windsor, I'm royalty, don't you know? 17 F plus. He stayed the same. Jonathan Windsor is a face in IPW when I last watched it in 2016. And to be quite honest, being a heel and then seeing him as a face is quite weird, and he's quite good at it. So, you know, Ricky Knight Jr. hasn't done as good as Furio, but he's a 15 F plus in popularity. And with him now working for Fight Nation as well, might do him some good. Smooth Sammy Smooth also works for Pro Wrestling, Preston City Wrestling. He's a 17 F plus. And he has improved, so he was a 10, he's then a 12, 16, 17, 17. So he's going up, which is good. I like that. Sammy Smooth's a good wrestler as well. I think he's a major player in the game. So is this guy, Sid Scarlett. He's only 3-year pro. He's a 15, 15, 17, 17, 17. So he's kind of dropped again. Tom Dawkins, he's an 18E minus. And he was a 17, so he's an 18E minus. So, excuse me, he stayed the same. And Mr. Tom Falcon, he was a 15, he was a 16, 17. So he's dropped a bit, but that's not a problem. So what we'll do now is we'll just auto push everybody. So yeah, Ashton Smith's gone up to upper mid-carder, lower mid-carder. Jimmy Star's still the main event. Windsor, upper mid-carder. Ricky Knight Jr. mid-carder. Sammy Smooth's now an upper mid-carder. Sid Scotland mid-carder. Dawkins a main event, and Falcon mid-carder. So no one's really moved a lot. So yeah, I'll see you at the end of the month to see if we made a profit or a loss. Already know we made a loss, but hey ho, we'll do it anyway. Hello and welcome back. The month has ended, and this is where we find out we made a loss. But first, we'll have a look. Let's have a look at the U5 Survivor Series from 2017. And he got 76B, but he had quite a few buys. Reigns defeated Cesaro, Goldust, and Rollins retained the Universal title. Mahal defeated Enzo Amore for the WWE World Heavyweight title. Good on Amore. The Hardy Boys defeated the Singh Brothers. Owens defeated Harper and Sin Cara. Alexa Bliss defeated Emma to retain the Raw Women's title. The Miz defeated Curtis Axel by count out. Cedric Alexander with a double DQ with Mustafa Ali. Bennett defeated Swan and Alamus. Kalisto defeated TJ Perkins. Young, I think that's Eric Young. No, Eric Young's in the pre-show. Is that Darren Young? Yeah, Darren Young. And Kendrick. Bo Dallas defeated Eric Young, and Heath Slater defeated Lindsay Devado in the pre-show. 26,000 people. I wish we could have that many people. Then we won't be having a problem with money. So rest period for Dragon Gate, but then they're ready to roll with their next tour. I think they're touring next month. I know that New Japan have gone quiet for the past few weeks, so there won't be a lot going on at. They've got Robbie E. That's Rob Ecox. As you'll see, New Japan. If we go to NJ New Japan Pro Wrestling, I'm just waiting for the last 3 days of the G1 Climax. And it's winding me up. Active coming on tour. Okay, I didn't think they were on tour. I thought they'd go quiet for a few months, but obviously not. So yeah, you see they tour in January, February, April, May, June, July, August, October, November, December. So what? Okay. So they tour every month. I didn't think they did. I thought they took a couple of months off, but the game they don't. So we've got no more Child's Play. We made a £508 loss last month. I know that we're doing this again this month because I want to get the storylines finished at the next show. But Ashton Smith is up there in our Stars of Fallen Stars. So we have 10 wrestlers on the roster. The most popular stars are FSW champion Danny Duggan, Tom Dawkins, 27-year-old, Jimmy Star, 32-year-old, Full Limits champion Ashton Smith, and Jonathan is a 26-year-old working on under pay-per-view. So what is going to happen is we're going to do this show, then we're going to do the month review. When we do the month review, we're also going to be looking at the winners of the Heart Year Awards, and then we'll be seeing what's going on. At the moment, not a lot's going on in our company. We're not that popular, but hopefully this show will boost our popularity a bit. But I would like to do something. I think, even though we've got quite popular wrestlers, we've got quite a lot of popular guys. I think we need to have a look at our creative meeting. So Danny Duggan, Jamie Starr, and Tom Dawkins. Sammy Smooth. So these guys are the hot prospects, which is what I wanted. Showstoppers. I don't think there's any showstoppers. Ring generals who's not hot. Tom Dawkins, Ashton Smith, Knight Jr., Jimmy Starr, and Danny Duggan are hot. Who's not? Smooth, Falcon, and Sid. Time decline, no one, which is what I like to see. I don't want to see anyone time declining at the moment. But let's have a look at hidden gems when it loads. So yeah, Ring of Fire messed up. Hopefully I won't mess this one up. I don't know what happened there, but we're going to restart that. Tomorrow I'll be recording that, or I'll start recording that tonight, and then hopefully you'll get that. That'll be Saturday's video. I'll hope to get Saturday's video on, and then hopefully when I get back from work I'll get that posted, and I'll try and record some sort of Falling Star video for Sunday, because I'm at wrestling, so I might be able to get one out to you, but I don't know. See, he's not popular, and he's quite cheap. He's $2.80 per appearance. The reason I want to bring in a couple of more people who are cheap, so I'm going to happily bring Mark Holmes in, is... Oh, well, there's no way he's going to do a written. The reason I want to do this, and I'm going to give him a year, and he's not going to have his travel code, is because we need... I feel that we are using the same people over and over again. So I want to bring in just a couple of more wrestlers, or another 4 wrestlers that we can use over the next few shows, so that we can just keep switching it at each show. We can have different people come in. I was going to bring ACH in. I know he works in Britain, but for 600, no. I am going to also... I'm not making money at the moment, which is another problem. So I'm not going to go ridiculously expensive. Who is active to hire? Exactly an unknown in South British Isles. Can work in the British Isles. So let's have a look and see who we get on this list. I'm not going to do, I'm just going to look at how much they cost. That's all I'm doing. Dark Lord's quite cheap, so I'll bring Dark Lord in. I'll go for 1 year. Not covered. You see, this is the biggest thing you've got to look at is who's gonna. He appeared for the company. He was brilliant. Who's gonna make this company work for you? That's the thing I want you to say is, what is gonna make this company good? And the answer to that question is bringing in people who are cheap, and who are gonna be able to make us do some more interesting matches. No, there's not a picture of Gabriel Kidd. I don't know about that, but hey ho. James Castle. Oh, he's only 280. Okay. James Drake 600. I thought it'd be expensive. Jason Prime, better known as Primate, he is 600 as well. Okay. Hennigan's in this list for some reason. And I know for a fact he's expensive. The one I would like to bring in is someone like Cole Karma, but they're so expensive. A legend. There is someone I am looking for to bring in. 700. See, he's not popular, yet he's asking for so much money. That's where the problem lies with me. You know, it's like, I'm not popular, but can you pay all this money for me? And it's like, no. I know that he's expensive, but I'm gonna be bringing in someone, and he will be the most expensive guy on the roster, but I want to bring him in. Is he here? Is he here? Is he here? No, he isn't. Okay. Matt Myers. I don't know who Matt Myers is, but he looks interesting. Matt Taverin, 500. Matt Taylor, 300. So yeah, I'm just going to go here. And I'm going to bring someone in who is on my quick shortlist. He's on my shortlist. Okay. I've got quite a nice shortlist, but the reason I'm bringing people in is because we are just doing the same old shit. Now, he's at 600. Jeez. But he's popular. I'm willing to pay him 600 every now and then to appear with that popularity. The reason being is we need someone who's going to draw. We need someone who's going to go, okay, right, Matt Waters is going to draw people. And I do have a plan for him, and I'm hoping that bringing him in isn't going to bankrupt us. You know, either way you look at it, people like Prince Amin, Bulk, who's not on my shortlist for some reason, but the people like Prince Amin and that are all 600. The people, he's 400, but I haven't got anything for him to do. I've actually got a plan for what was coming in. So I will see you at No More Child's Play, and I'll prove to you this is going to work out. I'll see you then. Hello, and welcome back to Falling Star Wrestling, our second of 3 events we're going to do in this episode. You're into main screen and end of the month reviews. So this is the final event for 2017, but as I was skipping forward, I got to Thursday, and it announced that the company had grown small, which means I needed 6 more wrestlers on the roster. Looking enough, I hired 4, so I had to get 2 more. So I had to advance the show to Sunday. So these are the results from Falling Star Wrestling No More Child's Play 2017. Being held by Falling Star Wrestling, it's being held in front of 260 people at the St. Michael's Church. And I can tell you that, it's a sold out crowd. Hooray! So in the battle didn't have much heat, then Terrible Wrestling, Tom Falcon defeated Sid Scarlett in 8:09 by pinfall the rest coast spot. Sid Scarlett was really off his game. This match got the show off strong shot, got the crowd higher. Scarlett had a 20, Falcon 22, no worker improvements, sadly. Next is a music video hyping show to promote Jordan Devlin, who is one of the people I have hired, who will be coming soon. So Jordan Devlin, the video just to, announce that he's signed with the company. And about didn't have much heat, but Talbot Wrestling, Fiorio defeated Sammy Smooth by pinfall following interference from Sid Scala. This match got the crowd hotter. This Fiorio had a ring performance of 20, Sammy Smooth had a ring performance of 21, and it got a 21 E-, not bad. No worker improvements. Boo. A 3-star segment called Angel Angle with Gabriel Kidd. Angel? I don't know why I got Angel. So yeah, we're announcing that Gabriel Kidd is coming. Gabriel Kidd has signed, and a 21 E- for that. I did that on Entertainment, not Overness. So yeah, Gabriel Kidd from Nottingham has signed. WCW Internet Champion and a few other things, but he's quite cheap on the game, so I thought I'd bring him in. And about a decent match from the crowd with Talbot Wrestling, Ashton Smith defeated RKJ Ricky Knight Jr. in 11:57 by pinfall. Illegally using the ropes for leverage, Ashton Smith makes defense number 1 of his Limitless title. 23E, not bad. Ricky Knight 22, Ashton 21. No worker improvements. And then the What Your Problem storyline has advanced. Then we have an 18E- announced in tonight's main event. And that gets us a 21E-, same as the last time, I think. And about a decent match on the crowd, but Talbot Wrestling, Danny Duggan defeated Jimmy Star, Tom Duggan, from Windsor in a ladder match in 17:03 when Danny Duggan retrieved the item. Danny Duggan makes defense number 1 of his FSW Championship. The lack of flow being noticeable. Windsor 24, Star 24, Tom Dawkins 24, 26 for Duggan. No worker improvements. And then our closing angle of the night, a 33E plus, what we would like to see on the game. And out comes Matt Walters. Attacks Danny with one of the ladders, puts him in the middle of it and sits on it, so he's trapped in the middle of the ladder. So he's got rungs underneath him and Danny on top of him. Have you missed me, Falling Star fans? Look, your champion now stuck under a ladder. Danny, you see, I was the champion. I never lost this belt, so he's holding the belt at this point. I'll take this back. I will kill you to get this back. Next month, I make my ring return against my longtime rival, Jimmy Starr. But I'll be watching you, Danny. See you soon, dickhead. And we close the show off with a final rating of 18E minus. This increased our popularity in one region. So yeah, hopefully having Matt Walters and those sort of people on the show will increase. Will increase our thing. We've got Jordan Devlin coming in. And the reason for that is we've grown to small, but I'm expecting to drop down. But I still want, to be able to go forward. So I'll see you at the main title screen, guys. Thanks for watching. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Hello, and welcome back. So yeah, last night New Japan's World Tag League was won by Liger and Tiger. Excuse me. Wrestler 1 seemed to be in trouble after they're firing a load of people. AA was also on last night. One of the things you're not going to see on the list is American Independent. So they've got... Oh, an explosive argument's happening in Big Brother. Thanks, Big Brother. So yeah, Bakilo Bias. So it's quite an interesting show. 153, not bad. So where did we come last night? Quite far down here, I think. Where are we? Can anyone see CZW? They've learned out Hing. Wrestle 1 fire. There's 801. We'll be below 01. All eyes on Rob Lynch. How come I can't find my own show? Okay, I can't even find my own wrestling show on the news story here. Falling Star Wrestling, No More Child's Play, FSW. The problem is there's so many storylines, it's very difficult to find. Ice Ribbon, they got 36D, so we'll be below Ice Ribbon. Are we not even on here? Where are we? There we are. Number 35, very near the bottom. The feedback's been negative that the show wasn't very good. Great. Yeah, an 18E minus, not very good at all. So we have probably dropped in popularity. Sammy Smooth booking. I'm not happy with how I've been booked, so I need to get some wins so I can build momentum. Okay, Sammy Smooth. So then, we haven't dropped in popularity, which is good. And I don't think we got 2,600 in ticket sales and merchandise 406. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to excellent, and I'm going to just do just in time. Just try and get a bit more money off our merchandise. Next show is going to be called, and we're going to do a bit of a longer show this time. I want to see how a longer show works for us. I'm going to spend a bit more money on it with the attendance we're getting at the FSW. And we are going to be doing it on Sunday, week 1 again of next month, which is January. Calendar, just check that. Yep, so that seems alright. Sunday, week 1, January, awesome. And this will be called FSW Stronger Will Rise. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to be doing an interesting show here because we're going to test the waters. We're doing a bit of a longer show, and to try and do a longer show, it means we're going to be spending more on the sets and stuff. So this is going to be interesting to see if we are able to do a longer show, to see if we will be able to make some money off a longer show. And because we're going to be bringing in a couple more expensive people, you know, it's going to be interesting. So let's book this show. Now, because we're doing a longer show, we can do a couple more matches. So they're doing 5, we'll do 6. So our first match of the night is going to be Star and Matt Waters. Straight off the bat, that's our main event of the night. Jimmy Startone and Matt Waters. I hope that does good. I don't think it will. We are going to use all the main eventers, so we're going to be having Tom Dawkins in action. He is going to be taking on Smooth Sammy Smooth, who I'm going to be giving a massive win to over Tom Dawkins. You know, he's complaining about his booking lately, so that'll be fine. Who else are we going to put over? Danny Duggan, our champion, will be in action, as is per usual for the champion. Gideon Gray signed with us. And we'll put him against Gideon Gray. You know, Gideon Gray, you know, that'll be probably not the main event of the night, or it might be the main event of the night, I don't know yet. But you've got our semi-main and our main. Either way you look at it, them two will be going first, so that's free. As I promised to you, we're not only going to be having Gabriel Kidd debut at this event, we're going to be having someone else debut. So Gabriel Kidd is going to be taking on the Vampire Warrior Furio, because I think that's going to be an interesting one match. Jordan Devlin is quite popular in Thingamate and he's good in the ring. So Jordan Devlin, who is a heel, he's a lower mid-card heel, will be debuting against RKJ, Ricky Knight Jr. I think that'll be an interesting one. Jordan Devlin debuting against Ricky RKJ. And then I'm going to be doing if I've got enough people, which I think I have, I'm going to be doing just a random 4-way. And that will be Dark Lord, Mark Holmes, Tom Falcon, and Ashton Smith. Because you still got Jonathan Windsor and Sid Scala, who are not booked, I do believe, which is fair enough. And I think that that match is not going to be very good because you've got 2 faces in there. So we'll do a 4-way again. We'll still keep it a 4-way, and I'm going to change the name of this actually, so it makes sense we're doing a bigger show. So we'll be doing Dark Lord, who is a face. Ashton Smith is a heel, so we'll move Dark Lord there because I like it like this. Dark Lord. We won't throw Tom Falcon in there. We'll throw Sid Scala and Jonathan Windsor in, and then that leaves Tom Falcon and Mark Holmes. So one of those guys needs to be heel, and it'll probably be Mark Holmes because he hasn't debuted yet. And then what we're going to do is we'll also book in Mark Holmes against Tom Falcon. No, we'll leave it like that and we'll see if we've got the time for that. But yeah, Mark Holmes needs to be heel. So we'll book him as a heel now, and that will then sort out any discrepancies in the roster. So he's going to be a heel. So that's one of his default gimmicks. So old here, yeah, a bit cocky. I'm the mad scientist, and I'm going to change the name of the show because I'm going to do something else different. So, you know, we've done 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3. So you got 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. So yeah, 4. So yeah, this year I'll probably move some things around. So this is going to be a season finale. Yes, and this is going to be called... I have actually a special pitch for this show. So this is an actual book, How to Catch a Falling Star. This is our big WrestleMania event. Sort, you know, styling one. So yeah, I want people to come out, you know, watch this. It's going to be epic. It's our WrestleMania. That's going to be your final one today. What we'll be doing is, so after this, we'll be doing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 business. So, but don't think I think we might move locked inside. So it'll be, so if you do January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So yeah, it works out like that, I think. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to skip to the end of the month, and I'll see you on the other side of that. Hello and welcome back. Happy New Year, everyone. So let's go through a few things. Let's have a look at the end of year results. So yeah, at the end of the year, it's now been a whole year. And we'll have a look at WCPW because they're an English company. We'll find them on the list, and we'll also have a look at Roadblock as well. So first things first, rest of the year, Kenny Omega. New Japan Company of the Year, Team of the Year, Kevin Steens and Chris Jericho. Okay, Match of the Year, WWE Raw November, Finn Balor defeating Brock Lesnar. Show of the Year goes to Clash of Champions in 2017, which I did a bit weird. Dragon Lee 2. For the first time in his long career, Chris Jericho has got the Veteran of the Year. Female of the Year is Kaya Hojoy. Independent Wrestler of the Year is Jack Hager. Manager of the Year is Tommy Lee. Might bring him in. The Announcer of the Year is, of course, Shippai Nagumi. Color Commentator of the Year is Arturo Rivera. Referee of the Year is Toigo Hiroto. So let's have a look. Last night at World Wrestling Roadblock, Roman Reigns defeated Sheamus to retain the Universal title. The Hardy Boys defeated Ray, Slater and Rhino. The Golden Truth defeated Axel and Nice. Samoa Joe defeated The Miz for the Intercontinental title. Neville defeated Araya Devaya. Alexa Bliss defeated Sasha Banks. Anderson and Giles defeated Alexandra and Samson. Henry and Lesnar defeated Strong and Tommy. Hawkins Rollins defeated Loon and Ohio. And Ali Gulak defeated O'Neal and Black. Who else did we say we're going to have a look? We said we're going to have a look at WCW. WCPW Haunted. Very weird name to have on New Year's Eve. Let's have a look. So they got 32 E+. Sorry about that. So Robbie Dynamite defeated Hersey. Danny Dope defeated Jiggy Walker. Bam Bam Brito defeated Chris Rampage to retain the Hardcore title. John Miller defeated Ryan to retain the Internet title. And so yeah, I have brought their titles back in. I've done the same with WWE. So we'll have a quick look at that and just see. We'll just have a quick. The other thing I wanted to have a look at is we're just going to have a quick look at World Wrestling Entertainment as well, because what we haven't done, and I think we should start doing, is looking at their other events. So tables, ladders, and chairs. Jericho defeated Cena and Rusev. Mahal defeated Cass, Uno, Kingston to retain the WWE World Heavyweight title. Amore defeated Swan and English. Big E defeated The Ascension. Naomi defeated Charlotte Flair. Johnny Gargano defeated TJ Perkins. Breezango defeated the Singh brothers. Dolph Ziggler defeated Brian Kendrick. Norman Dar defeated Lindsay Dorado. Carr defeated Chad Gable, Dallas and Amari. Jack Gallagher defeated Cesaro, and Austin Aries defeated Grand Metalik. Now I want to go back to, that's No Mercy, Clash of Champions. Got an 82B. We did go through this show if I remember, and yeah. So that was the show of the year. I thought some of the New Japan shows, in my personal opinion, on the game were a lot better. And we made 900, and that is our biggest profit yet, £996. I'm not going to upgrade that just yet, but I am making a decision. Okay, Martin Kirby has quit on Pro Wrestling PCW. I've been watching some IPW, only 10 minutes of it because this takes some time to load, and I've been waiting all day for this for quite a while for this to load. And I saw a wrestler on there who I think's in the game, and I'm not sure. He might not be. I swear he is. He might have been removed, which would be very upsetting for me because I wanted him. Excalibur. I could make him in a game, but I don't think that's really fair. Unless I'm spelling his name wrong. So let's have a quick look, shall we? You can go to this website if you want to watch free movies. So let's have a quick look and see if I'm spelling if he's in the game, but I can't see him. So, because I swear it's spelled like this. Come on. So my computer's going to be incredibly slow as per usual. Okay. There's some interesting news going on today, and I can't get my computer to do what I want it to do, so I'll give up on this challenge, I think. Bye-bye. Yeah. Okay, he's working. Because I think it's spelled like that, but I might be wrong. Because he works for International Pro Wrestling, IPW UK. And obviously I'm not getting anywhere with this. Sorry about this, guys. I really wanted to bring him in because I think his character's quite interesting. He doesn't talk or anything, so it'd be quite an interesting person to have on the roster. And it was going to be my way of bringing in Manager of the Year Tommy Lee, because I would like Tommy Lee to come in. But yeah, if you haven't ever watched IPW UK, they do have an on-demand the same as Progress. This is where I get quite a few of my ideas from. This is Sammy Smooths, as you can see, he's there. Jimmy Havoc, Zack Sabre Jr. Will Ospreay's been there last year. He's now left. He did have a match later on in the year after the Leavers Lutown match against Cody Rhodes, which I haven't seen yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Big Grizzly, Earl Black Jr., Alligero. Yeah, Exodus. Him, that's who I was going to bring in, but obviously he's not in the game. EXOD. Yeah, obviously he's not in the game, sadly. Oh, I wish. Look how much it would cost. So yeah, if you haven't watched IPW UK, there you go. There's a nice hit look at it. So yeah, we are ready, I think. With our recent success in popularity, or our profit last month, I want to do that to... Where would we need to be? So that's going to cost us 1,000 per month plus further 500 per show. 1,500 plus 500 per show. That's going to be fair. That's going to be fair. That's going to be fair. 250 save. Because what I'm thinking is we'll give this a shot for now. Filter. We'll negotiate. Yes, any style, anywhere. Let's just get some. I think we'll throw it onto Ustream because the Ustream seem the best. We'll do it on a free-to-air channel on Ustream. We'll just give this a go. So what we'll do is we'll do Graveyard. We'll do 3-month deal, and we'll do 3 events. So in that 3 months, we'll just do 3 events. This is then a trial for us, then we know what we're doing. So that's what we're going to do with this. I'm going to be... We've got a good idea of the show. So yeah, that's your show booked. There will be an additional match on the night. Please be aware of that. Because I'm going to be bringing in a couple of... not big names, but a couple of more guys. Because I want to... I want to get over this. Because we're only just on the, we need 16 wrestlers. I don't want to be sitting on that if we're going to stay at this size. Because if someone gets injured, we're screwed. So I want to go over that. So I've got a plan for Mark Holmes, who is a heel. He'll be taking on Falcon. I don't think Falcon's booked. So Mark Holmes will be taking on Tom Falcon. And I will be bringing in 2 more wrestlers. And that will be on a pre-show match. So I'll see you at How to Catch a Falling Star in 6 days' time. Hello and welcome back to the biggest night of the year for Falling Star Wrestling, and this is How to Catch a Falling Star in an Open Angle. It gets a 29E. So I'm set at the commentators table. This is the Falling Star Wrestling How to Catch a Falling Star 1. Held by Falling Star Wrestling. It's been held in front of 350 people at Enfield Southbury Leisure Centre. So I can tell you for a fact that is another sold out crowd. Nearly 100 more than what we got last time. This is our WrestleMania, so don't expect that to stick. I don't know how good the tonight's show is going to be. But yeah, so welcome to JR. Welcome to the biggest night of the year. Welcome to How I Catch a Falling Star. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Oh God, no. They're here. It's the bloody Midas. See, I'm not happy to see Midas. I don't like Midas anyway, so yeah. Tommy Lee did debut his arrogant gimmick. He got initial very good. Tommy Lee's getting better with his gimmick. Scott Fusion did his old school heel gimmick and he got initial average. Rating of average. Feast your eyes, JJR. I follow you everywhere. And he winks at me. As the manager of these three awesome wrestlers, I have a right to be here. Tonight, I have an offer with you. I know you sit at that desk every single month. Tonight, if Scott or Tom win, they get a shot at the Limitless Championship. If Matt Walls win, he gets a shot at the current champion Danny Duggan. If Jimmy or Matt lose, they have to go a whole year without the Falling Star Championship match. If you shut up, then you've got it. By the way, the first match is right now. Get Matt and Scott to the back, please. So yeah, tonight, if Matt Walters wins, he gets a shot at the current champion. If Jimmy or Matt lose in the main event of the night, which is going to be the main event, they go a whole year without the Falling Star Championship. And if either Scott or Tom Dawkins win, they'll get a shot at Ashton Smith. Or whoever wins the Limitless title in our four-way tonight. Someone wins it. In a battle of a decent match on the crowd, but terrible wrestling. Sammy Smooth defeated Don Dawkins in 7:39 by pinfall, gets a 25E. Sammy Smooth's getting better with his gimmick. Tommy Lee did some good work or something. Sammy Smooth and Tom Dawkins are great. This match got the crowd hot at 24 for Sammy Smooth, 25 for Dawkins. No worker improvements. But yeah, a good way to start tonight's show. Let's move on. And our next match, which is our fatal four-way, in a battle that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling, Ashton Smith defeated Dark Lord Jonathan Winter and Sid Scarlett in 14:42, when Ashton Smith defeated Sid Scarlett by pinfall. So Ashton Smith wins his defence of his number 2 of his Fallen Star Limitless title. I've had to turn Mark Holmes a face because I realised that there's 3 heels in this match instead of 2 faces. So yeah, that's where the problem was. So Dark Lord has debuted his mysterious gimmick. He's got an initial rating. Great. Ashton has seen off his game. Now Scarlett loved the match. He's got the crowd hot. Sid Scarlett 23, Dark Lord 22, Jonathan Windsor 25, Ashton Smith 22. Dark Lord improving in performance. Awesome. A 25E. Not bad. Then we get in 17F plus as we hype Jordan Devlin's debut against Ricky Knight Jr. In a battle that didn't have much heat but terrible wrestling, Jordan Devlin defeated Ricky Knight Jr. in 8:28 by pinfall. 26E, Jordan Devlin's old school heel cocky gimmick, so she's got a rating of below average. Jordan Devlin performance of 25, Ricky Knight Jr. a 24, no worker improvements. So Ricky Knight Jr. is not far behind Jordan Devlin. And I want to picture all the fans chanting Finn Balor in. And our next match is in a bout that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling. Tom Falcon defeated Mark Holmes in 5:05 by pinfall, dropping the dime. Mark Holmes debuted his old face gimmick. He's got an initial rating of average, and I've got a 25 and a 15 for Mark Holmes. This match was just thrown together because I wanted to use everyone, and of course, 2 faces probably gave us a lower rating than what it would have got if it was a heel versus a face. In a battle that didn't have much heat but terrible wrestling, Furio defeated Gable Kid in 8:26 by pinfall, got 21E-. Gable Kid debuted his old school face wholesome gimmicks, got insurance very good. Announcing quality lifted the match. Gable Kid had a performance of 15, Furio 22. Gable Kid improving in performance. Good old Gabriel Kid. Because I'm from Nottingham, I'm not from Nottingham, I'm from Grantham, but I'm close to home. And then we have a former WCPW champion debut. Surprise for you all. In about a decent match in the crowd with terrible wrestling, Joseph Connors debuts defeating Scott Fusion in 12:04 by pinfall. Righteous Call gets 24E. Scott Fusion seemed off his game. Tommy Lee did some good work at ringside. Connors debuts awful wholesome gimmicks, got a rating of average. Scott Fusion and James Connors don't click. Okay, then announcing quality lifted the match. Thank you. Scott Fusion 20, Joseph Connors 24. Scott Fusion improved in performance. So yeah, Connors has arrived. And then the video hypes the championship match of the night. gets a 16F plus, and it gets a 19E. Ooh. In a battle for dinner, had a decent reaction to the crowd, but terrible wrestling. Danny Duggan defeated Gideon Gray 16-23 by pinfall. Duggan makes defense number 2 of his Forward Star Championship. Gideon Gray has debuted his old school gimmick, Scottish Rhino Great. The belt dragged in the middle, flow noticeable. Gideon Gray had a ring performance of 21, Danny Duggan 22, Gideon Gray improving performance. So I'm thinking from now on, we need to keep the matches to about 15 minutes, because that's not good. A 22E minus for this match, the video hyping it. And he has a 28E. Flipping hell, well done, guys. In a bout that a decent match to the crowd with terrible wrestling, Matt Walters defeated Jimmy Starr in 17-14 by pinfall off Tommy Lee interfered. So I now cannot, for next year, Jimmy Starr cannot have a championship match. So I'm going to write myself a little note. No FSW championship matches. So yeah, he can't have any matches for the next year. Jimmy Starr's visibly tired, so was Walters towards the end. Tommy did some work inside. Jimmy Starr had a ring performance 23, Walters 28. No work improvement, so 28 with him in the main event against Danny Duggan. We're going to have some good fun. And then Walters celebrating his victory with his manager, and then Danny Duggan runs in and attacks him with a steel chair. He doesn't say steel chair, but that's what I envision. He comes out very pissed, and we get a 27E. Holy shit, guys, I think that's our best rating. The show increased our popularity in 24 reasons. So yeah, our best match of the night actually was the main event, which got a 28E, which is 28, so that was the best match of the night. So I did write in putting that on the main event, but I'm also going to give it to Danny Duggan because he's our champion. So complimented on a good performance, and complimented on a good performance. Make the speech. Matt was pleased. Jimmy Starr was very pleased, and so was pleased with your speech. So I will end that here, and I will see you at the main title screen to see if we got any money from that show. Thanks for watching, guys. Hello, guys, and welcome back to the main screen. Oh yeah. So yeah, last night we went up against New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom, which normally happens in the Dome, but of course they won't sell out. They got 11,000, a lot more people shown on New Japan World. So the main event of the night was Hiroshi Tanahashi defeating Satsuya Kojima. No titles involved in that match. The semi-main was Ricochet, Yoshitatsu and Kushida defeating Naito, Liger and Tiger. Minoru Suzuki defeated Tetsuya Suzuki. Kyle O'Reilly defeated Juice Robinson. Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Bobby Fish. Minobu Nakashiri defeated MVP. Adam Cole defeated Sami Callihan. The World Class Tag Team defeated the Young Bucks, retaining the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team class. Cody defeated Raymond Rowe by countouts. Tanaka went to Time at Joy of Evil. Algan defeated Hansen in the pre-show, and Tamatonga defeated Rocky Romero in the pre-show. And Kenny Omega, Tetsuya Naito and Ricochet all appeared in a angle. Yet, he did not appear in the 6-man tag match. Odd. But yes, watch this space. That's all I'm saying. Watch this space. So that was new, has drawn a lot of page. How he's trying to show said to be the Stars show. WWE trying to re-sign Kofi Kingston. AA January 2018. 62C. The main event was Lost Psycho Circus 2 defeated Envio and Chessman. Angelico defeated Propaganda How Gyro de Fantasia and Crazy. Marvin defeated Mini Psycho and Mini Nijira for the AA Latin America. Star and Sergen went to a no contest with the Lone Wolves. Lady Chanel defeated Tanga for the AA Rene de Rene's title. And the Al Neo Hamburgs defeated Le Dux 2 by count. And where are we on this nice fine list? Here we are. WCPW beat us again. We were 34E. They had Robbie Dynamite defeating HT Drake in a 36C. Hersey and Danny Hope defeating Jack Stars. And so all their matches, apart from this one, and if you look in here and go on to roster, because I would love to have the guys who main evented last night. If if I can remember who they were. You know, some of the people in here that, you know, HT Drake, for instance, is 300. The show. Who was the other guy? Robbie something, wasn't it? Robbie Dynamite, 700. And that's why they get, you know, they're drawing out a rating like that. Because Robbie Dynamite's so good in the ring. We're not going to be able to compete with that. But last night, Full and Star Wrestling How to Catch a... the feedback's been mixed, although most tend to agree for a small company they're doing okay. Well, I expect we're doing okay. You know, we didn't get complained at by Ustream, I don't think, because I ain't looked at this yet. Yeah, we know about that. I don't know if we got money from that deal, so it was nice just to have that show. The reason I wanted that is because it's our big event of the year, and I wanted for people to see this, be able to watch it. You know, it's our WrestleMania. I wanted people to be able to see it. We are in debt by a lot of money. But we did spend 10,000 on performance and only 3,500 ticket sales. So we'll see. I'll skip to the end of the month. I am now going to go negotiate and cancel deal. Okay, that would cost too much. I can see what I did. I think that's what happened last time. But yeah, so we're now in debt. I'm expecting to be out of debt by the end of the month. If not, we'll take a month off and then we'll come back in. I know that, you know, we've got people like Connors. He's only 400 a show, which is why I brought him in. Walters is 600. He's more expensive than Joseph Connors. And Jordan Devlin is 500. So Matt Walters is the most expensive guy on the roster. So, you know, I expect him to be at most of the shows. And he's our most popular guy, I think. If we go to here and tour the company next, see Walters, Connors, Jimmy, Danny and Ashton Smith. They're the people think of. So I've got a plan, which I'll let you guys know about when we schedule our next show, which will be in a month's time. It's going to be Sunday, week 1 of February. It's going to be 1 hour, because obviously we crippled ourselves. That's going to be FSW. I can't spell, or I can spell but have card. If I spell that wrong, that's because I don't want it to be spelled like TNA, because in real life, if you called something like that, you would probably get sued by TNA Wrestling. So, I don't want that to happen, thank you. So yeah, we're going to have a pay-per-view called Hard Justice, spelled weird. Sunday week 1 of February, awesome. Active, save and exit. So yeah, we'll see if we make a profit. If not, we'll work something out. What I'm also going to do now is, because we are small, but we have got a 14F plus in importance and in popularity of 15, but we are small, you know, we are not, if we filter and look at British Isles, active, any size, and go to popularity, as you can see, they are in 24, they're a 14, we're a 15, you know, they're a 12, they're a 22, they're a 16, they're not even got into our region yet, 15, 6, 26, 17, they're not in our region, and a 12. So we are bigger than World Association of Wrestling, but at the end of the day, I don't think we're bringing in the fans to have our product up like this. And that's the reason why is they're representing us against all of these other companies in the UK, and because we are bigger than WAW, we're going to have to keep it like that. Let's just hope we can get some money coming, but we'll see. We're getting popular in Italy, across Europe actually, which is nice. So yeah, we'll see you. We made a profit. The last loss we made was in October, and that was a loss of £488. So I don't know. October. Yeah, so 486 on performance. But we'll see. We'll advance it to the end of the month and see what happens. So I'll see you at the end of the month. Thanks for watching, guys. Hello and welcome back to the main screen. So yeah, Tony Sinclair is retiring. But last night at the Royal Rumble 2018, that's what happened, 80 plus. Seth Rollins won the 30-man Battle Royal or Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns defeated Sami Zayn to retain the Universal title, which would be absolutely bloody amazing to see if Sami Zayn was in the main event. Braun Strowman defeated Kevin Owens for the United States title. Awesome. Joe defeated Breeze and Nakamura to retain the Continental title. The Usos defeated the Shining Stars. Carmella defeated Naomi for the SmackDown Women's title. Gallagher, Matalik and Alamis defeated Swan and Tommy and Gulak. Star and Riley defeated Kalisto, Dorado and Strong. Brooke defeated Natalia, Bliss and Bayley for the women's title. And Neville defeated Mr. Ali by DQ. Very interesting, and I wouldn't mind that sort of Royal Rumble if they did that this year or next year. Noah, not an interesting show. Zero Hellbound, not bad. I'm expecting a loss this month. Jordan Devon thinks I should be pushing better. We finished last. Okay. As I expected. Yeah, so we're now minus 2,000. So we've got. On the next episode, we're going to have, Hard Justice booked. I don't think we've got anything booked for Hard Justice, actually, have we? No. So Hard Justice isn't going to be very expensive. So Jordan Devlin now in the main event. Not bad at all. So Jordan Devlin versus Joseph Connors is the original plan. I know they're expensive, but they're going to be main event in the show. Yeah, because he's 20 and Devlin is 18, so not too bad. What I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be trying something because I want to look at something. Is it in here or user preferences? This fuck a war. Because I think that's what's stopping me from. Yes, there we go. Right then, we'll go through all these in a minute. I'm just going to book up this show as cheap as possible. How much is Jimmy Starr for an appearance? So he's 290, so yeah, he will be making an appearance. Matt Walters will not be making an appearance on this show because he's 600 appearance. So Matt Walters is getting a night off. So with Jimmy Starr. Making the appearance, okay. So Matt Walters will get his shot at the next pay-per-view after this, and this won't be on this video because if I can do this instead of what I might be doing is recording this today because I'm already got this open already running, and what I might do is record the next episode of this, put that out on tomorrow, and then do Ring of Fire on Saturday, because the thing is this is already going and we've already got this set up and we haven't kind of already got and we kind of haven't got the rest of the company sorted. So yeah, that's going to be the card for now. I might do I want to do a 5th match, but it's going to get too much. Until we're out of debt, I don't want to do much else. Yeah, we made a 7,000 loss last month, which I was expecting. I'm just going to let that run out. I'm not even going to use that now. What I am going to do, though, is production and downgrade everything. I know that the company are going to get very annoyed. But I don't want to be spending money on something, I don't need to. I need to make money. So, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so we'll see. So what I'm going to do is get these edited together, and then I probably will do the next, 3 events on here, because this is already open, and it just saves time of me having to open another thing. So yeah, we've got Hard Justice. We are going to have in March, and that'll be Sunday, week 1 of March. I'm just going to do something from here. Test of Worlds, there we go. Because that'll be, what was this, return. don't think, I'm not putting Danny Duggan on the show, but don't think he won't turn up. He probably will do a promo or something. I'm going to make all the shows we've had onto Sundays because, you know, for me, Sundays is where it belongs. You know, Sunday is... Some of these haven't got, yeah, so there we go. Falling Star Horror Show is going to be one of the big four of the year, even though that ain't got steel cage matches. So yeah, I'm going to be working this out in a minute and save an exit. So yeah. So it's it's January, February, March, April, May. So that's our next fourth one, so that'll be in May. So what I will do next is I will do another, here we go again. Going too far, running the race after school special, I think burns pure and easy, payback's a bitch. Only the strong survive. I don't know. The storm choosing sides. Well, the world's adrenaline rush. Who's the better? Who's the best? Broken Empire. Cradle to Grave. Tribal Combat. Sacrifice. I think we've already got one called Sacrifice. No, we haven't. The Sunday week 1 of April. Yep, March, April, and then May is going to be this one. We're moving this to May because it's one of our big four. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you've got May, June, July, August, September. Hold on. So June, July, August, September. So we could have kept that in September, actually, it being one of the big four. So we might just put that back to September because that's where it happened last year. It makes sense. And it works out to the wall of 4. So Sacrifice, House Party. So what we're going to do for May when the next big one happens. When Worlds Collide. So, you know, these are the big four. These are the ones that, you know, people, you know, I want to see, like the Royal Rumble. You've got the Royal Rumble, you've got Survivor Series, you've got SummerSlam and WrestleMania in the Royal Rumble. You know, that's classified as the big four in the WWE. This is going to be classified as our big four. So, you know, you've got to... So, yeah, there we go. April, June. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What comes before? May. So that'll be in May, and then you'll have Sunday, week 1 of June. Wrestling's farthest images. So we'll add a year to that, and then what I'll do is I'm just going to check all of them have years or have the year or just the... Yeah, good. 5, 6, 7, exit, good. When Worlds Collide, save and exit, good. And the reason for that is we want to, you know, kind of make, you know, we don't want people to think we're doing these, you know, if we're doing these events every year, you know, we want people to know what year it is. So Locked Inside is, and then it's, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got How to Catch Falling Star When Worlds Collide, Locked Inside, and then have... So you only have 3 big events of the year. Yep, 3. Yeah, because you have Catch Falling Star When Worlds Collide, Locked Inside, and then it goes back around. So yeah. So I will get this edited together. Then what? Hard Justice. I will tape Hard Justice and do another 3 of these today, so that you've got a video tomorrow, and then Ring of Fire will be done Sunday morning. Awesome. See you then.